And John Muir is going to tell us some things about his life. Let's give him a round of applause. Welcome, John.
Well, I was born in Dunbar, Scotland in 1838. And I had two sisters. One I know was Margaret, but the other one I forget. And when I turned 11, on my 11th birthday, we sailed to California. And then I enrolled in the University of Wisconsin, and I was an inventor before I became a naturalist. I invented some things like the early riser bed and scholar's desk. The scholar's desk was this kind of desk that could pull out a book and hold it open for the selected time, then pull it back in and pick out another book. And then the early riser bed is you could set a time, and at that exact time it would go like this and tip you out. And then in 1868, I arrived in California. I continued my work at the factory, but I had a factory accident. One time, I was putting together a mechanism, and a piece of plastic flew out and hit my eye, and I was blinded. And my friend at the factory said I would never see again. Then I went to a serious eye doctor, and he said I would recover in about a week. And after that, I realized that inventing machines is not really a thing to do. So I set out on my first foot journey ever, and this one made history. It was later called the 1,000-mile walk. It's where I walked from Indiana to the Gulf of Mexico. And I met up with soldiers coming home from the war and slaves that had been freed. After that, I made my first magazine article, The Death of the Glacier, when I had crossed the glacier, and I had discovered Glacier Bay, which is probably, and then I founded the Sierra Club, which was a big change to the environment. And then I guided Theodore Roosevelt to Yosemite, and I convinced him to build the wildlife preservation. I forget that.
You have it written on your note. You can look at your note really quick.
We didn't do
I
that.
forgot that.
Okay.
Well, yeah. And then I founded the National Park System, which helps keep the petrified forests like the Grand Canyon and Yosemite National Park. And once they tried to flood the Grand Canyon, but me and the Sierra Club, we told them that we shouldn't do that because there's lots of animals in there that need to survive. They need to live. So, and then I died of pneumonia in 1950.
Sorry, I didn't keep up with you. We'll just show you the rest of this. I didn't keep up with the PowerPoint.
Oh, yeah.
I like the bounce effect on your bibliography.
The kids had a lot of good time. All right. I have 3 questions to ask you, John. My first question that I want to ask you is, why should children study your life?
Well, I think that they should learn that nature is a thing that they need to preserve and protect, and it's not just an everyday thing. and that they can make a difference and help protect stuff too.
Great answer. My other question, my second question to you is, how did you help California? Because there's some things that you did. How did you help California?
Well, as I said, I founded the National Park System, which helped stop a lot of, because they wanted to like destroy that and make it like a city and stuff. But the National Park System helps preserve that.
Excellent. And then my last one is, what special quality of your life, character trait, that is a great role model for people to follow?
I would say I was very persistent. I never really gave up in things that I did.
Excellent. Are there any questions that the class has for John?
Cool.
I like your costume, and I like everything that you did, like what you said and the facts.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you. Connor?
I like your big beard.
Dallas.
What's your favorite food?
You asked that to every person. Oh no, but I'm afraid it's probably just vegetables, apples, because I never really wanted to kill animals for beef.
Good question. Good answer.
Julia,
First of all, I love your beard. Okay. Second of all, what's your favorite animal?
I would say fish, because it always swims. It always goes. It never really pushes against anything. It always goes with flow. Always goes with the flow of life.
Very good. Let's give him a round of applause. And now, you have statements. Oh, you have something else you want to ask, John? I'm sorry.
I just forgot to say something on my presentation. I always wrote as my addresses that I always wrote my address as John Muir on the planet Earth in the universe.
That's great.
All right, now really quick. Who else? A couple of you already gave him what you really liked about